Tired.
Fiona stood grazing with her friends in the beautiful green Irish countryside. She turned to her friend Shannon and said,
Don't you ever get tired of doing the same thing every day? What do you mean? Well, all we do is graze in the grass and then we cross the road and eat some more. We eat as a group. We move as a group. And in the summer we get sheared as a group. Don't you ever want to do something different?
Like what? We're sheep. We're supposed to graze all day so our wool can be used to make beautiful sweaters.
But that's so boring. I want to be a dancer.
Nonsense. Whoever heard of a dancing lamb?
Maybe I can be the first. I'll go to the city and find a dance company. I'll be famous.
Oh. But how are you going to get to the city? It's too far to walk.
There's a truck that takes sheep to Dublin every Friday.
Oh no, dear. You want to stay away from that truck.
He doesn't know a sheep who doesn't want me to become famous. Just you wait and see.
So every night, Fiona practiced her dancing to the music that could be heard from the nearby farmhouse. She danced her jigs, practiced her reels, and even made up some of her own dances. When Friday came along, Fiona was ready. The white truck with O'Leary's farm printed on the side came through the gate. Of course, she can't read, but Fiona knew the truck because of the green shamrock that was on the side. She quickly joined the rest of the sheep who were entering the back of the truck. As the truck bumped down the road on its way to Dublin, Fiona looked around her and listened to the conversation.
Hey, Francis, looks like you've put on some weight there, lad. You're not exactly scared about yourself there, Missy. Cat!
Olivia, the leader of the group, joined in.
Miss Kate, how did I plug this? You know, Farmer O'Leary puts us in the meadow with the longest grass.
So we can eat to our heart's content. I'll be glad when we get to Dublin and out of this stuffy truck.
Olivia noticed Fiona standing in the corner.
Why are you here, young lassie? Did you take a wrong turn?
I'm on my way to Dublin to be a famous dancer.
She expected Olivia to laugh at her so she couldn't do it like the others had.
Really, it's true that this truck is going to Dublin, but I don't think you'll find much dancing where we're going.
What do you mean? Where's the truck going?
She looked around her and saw the blank stares of the older sheep and suddenly realized that wise old Claire was right. She should never have entered this truck. Somehow she knew it was not going anyplace good.
I think I made a mistake, ma'am. I only want to try something different, but not this. Could you help me escape?
I'll help you, young one. Just wait for the right moment, and I'll tell you what to do.
When the truck stopped and Michelle O'Leary opened the back door, Fiona was ready. She leaped out and ran as fast as she could.
Run, lassie, run!
As Fiona continued running and the truck faded in the distance, she found herself on a street in Dublin. She had no idea where she was or where she was going, but she was relieved that she was not going to end up on someone's dinner table. The sights and sounds of the city frightened her. The noise of the cars, the bright lights, the people walking along the sidewalk. The shadow of a cross caused Fiona to look up and see a huge church looming above her. A bell in the steeple rang out, sending a message to the heavens. As she turned a corner, Fiona noticed some girls in dancing tights walking through the doorway of a large stone building. Of course, she can't read, so she didn't notice the sign above the door that said McConnell Dance Company. She decided to follow the group into the building. There were people everywhere. Lively music was playing, and girls were dancing jigs, kicking at their feet as if someone had lit a fire underneath them. Fiona had never seen anything like it. Everyone was so busy, no one noticed the little lamb standing in the back of the room. Suddenly, a tall woman stood in the middle of the room and clapped her hands.
Everybody line up on the side of the room when the music begins. Start dancing until I come by and tell you what to do.
The music filled the room and girls started spinning round and round like ballerinas on a music box. Fiona did her favorite jig, followed by a lively reel, and then she danced one of her original dances. She was concentrating so much on what she was doing, she didn't notice that everyone else had paused and was watching her. Without any warning, the music stopped. There was silence as everyone stared at her. Then there was a burst of laughter. People were laughing and cursing and laughing some more. The tall woman clapped her hands and it was silent again.
What's the meaning of this? How did you get in here? Everyone knows she can't dance.
and the laughter began again. Fiona dashed from the building, tears streaming down her face. Soon she stopped, out of breath, and began to walk sadly down the street. She didn't know where she was or where she was going. Would she ever find her way back to the farm? Turning the corner, Fiona saw a girl and her mother standing in front of the store window that was filled with beautiful
Where does
sweaters.
sweaters come from, Mother?
It's all that comes from sheep here.
Where do sheep live? Would I be able to see one in the city?
Oh no, sheep live out in the country where they have lots of grass to eat and the wool is sheared to make beautiful sweaters like these.
Does shearing hurt the sheep?
No, they just want more wool to make more sweaters.
I think I would like the green sweater, Mother.
Yes, it's beautiful, so let's go inside and buy it.
The young girl happily skipped beside her mother as they entered the store. Fiona couldn't help overhearing their conversation and realized that she belonged to the Leary's farm, with Shannon and Colleen and even wise old Clara. Her wool would be used to make beautiful sweaters like the one that put the smile on the young girl's face. But how would she ever find her way back? Fiona continued her stroll down the streets of Dublin, looking for the building where the truck had unloaded the other sheep. People stopped and stared at her, but no one offered to help. But then, humans don't talk like sheep, and no matter how many times Fiona said, no one understood what she was saying. Then Fiona heard the ringing of a bell. Looking skyward, she saw the steeple of the church she had noticed when she ran away from the truck. Down at the end of the street was the truck from O'Leary's farm. Of course, she can't read, but she recognized the green shamrock on the side. As Fiona ran up to the truck, Michelle O'Leary stepped out of the cab.
What do we have here? A little lost lamb?
She saw the O'Leary tag on her ear.
Now, did you get lost? Little lamb? I don't think you're meant to be a lamb chop. Let's get you back where you belong.
Fiona stood grazing with Shannon, Colleen, and the others, content to have found her purpose in life. But she didn't stop dancing. Oh no. In fact, she started giving lessons to all of her friends. So if you're ever driving in the Irish countryside on a warm summer's day, don't be surprised if you see a group of dancing sheep. It might just be Fiona, continuing to be different and doing the things she loves.
The end.